positive note for each of you. I am Rihanna, the lead financial analyst, and I welcome you all to this meeting through Google Meet to discuss NCAP Corporation Berhad's financial issues. Now, before we start off this meeting, why don't everyone introduce themselves first?
Good morning, everyone. I am Aisha, Company Executive of Unka Enterprise. I'm honored to be at this meeting.
Hello and a good day to everyone. I am Nadira, the first financial analyst. Thank you for having me.
Hi everyone, I am Fatin and I am the second financial analyst. It is a pleasure to be here.
Hello, I'm Dia and I hold the position of the third financial analysis.
Good morning, team. I'm Mimi, the fourth financial analyst. I'm delighted to join you all in this morning.
So now that we've all introduced ourselves, let me tell you in detail what Unka Enterprise is all about. So before I tell you all in detail, I have to present my screen first. Sorry. So I want to tell you in detail what Unka Enterprise is all about. So in Bursa Malaysia, Unka Enterprise is known as a consumer products and services sector. Unka is the world's leading custom perfume and fragrance manufacturer. And in addition, Unka has many other products such as home care, skincare, cosmetics, toiletries, and many more. And let's go into the objectives of this meeting, shall we? So the objectives of this meeting are to discuss the performance of Unka Corporation Berhad, as well as to determine the ways to improve its lackluster finances. So I will show you the statements of financial position. As you all may know, Unka Corporation has been having a few issues these past few years. As you can see, the performance for revenue was slightly better with 153,336 than in 2021 with 476,621. The profit loss, however, is a different case, with both years suffering a loss, with 2021 having been slightly better at 3,728,580 as compared to 5,705,245 for 2021. So I suppose having said that, let's talk about the performance of the company in detail. I'll pass this to Rihanna to discuss in detail what this is about.
I will describe the role of our financial analyst to you. Nadira is the first and she will talk about the liquidity ratios. Next is Fatin. She will go through leverage ratios in detail. Dia is going to speak next, covering activity ratios. And the last one is Mimi, who will present about profitability ratios.
Okay, I got it. So do you guys have any questions before we start our presentation?
Yes, I have, but I just want to make sure the data I received was accurate. So is it accurate to say that as of 2022, inventories are RM 28,522,801, and for 2021, inventories are 22,583,048?
Indeed, the information is correct.
I would like to be sure now if this data is true. Is it correct to say that interest expenses are RM 8,323 in 2021 and RM 17,085 in 2022?
Yes, the information is accurate. Next question.
I would like to know if it is acceptable to say that in 2021 the amount of accounts receivable is RM 14,500,000, 21,547, and in 2022 it is RM 11,623,316.
Yes, that is correct.
I will ask the last question as I want to inquire about earnings after tax. Is it accurate to say that the amount will be 5,705,245 ringgit in 2021 and 3,728,580 ringgit in 2022? Finally, is it true to state the gross profit will be 8,655,560 ringgit in 2021 and 8,990,891 ringgit in 2022?
Yes, all of the data is accurate.
So now let's begin the presentation.
Thank you. So now I'll be explaining the details of the liquidity ratios. So as you guys can see, we have a current ratio of 5.55 times in 2021 and 4.27 times in 2022. As a result, this serves as evidence that our company will not be able to fulfill its short-term obligations in 2022. However, the quick ratio is 2.11 times in 2022 compared to 3.39 times in 2021. Our company's quick ratio is more than 1 time, which means it can satisfy short-term obligations in 2022 and 2021.
Okay, next, I will be the one to talk about leverage ratios. The debt ratio in 2022 is 18.86%, while in 2021 it is 14.93%. We will now discuss time interest earned. The interest earned is 35.30 times for the year 2021 and 119.77 times for the 2022. For the year 2022, the interest earned is worse than 2021.
Alright, I'll be taking about activity ratios in my presentation. Inventory turnover in 2022 is 1.44 times compared to 1.76 times in 2021. This shows how poor our firm is. This is a result of our business being less productive than it was last year. Let's move on to the average collection period. The average collection period is 107.84 days in 2021 and 83.43 days in 2022. It shows that our business is better. This is due to the fact that it takes our business 83.43 days to collect receivables from debtors.
I'll now review profitability ratios in my presentation. According to the net profit margin, the amount is 11.77% in 2021 and 7.43% in 2022. It means that the business is becoming worse and less effective and turning a profit. Thus, the return on assets on 2021 is 7.32% and for 2022 is 4.85%. The company is also worse and the firm is only able to generate 0.0485 profits for every 1 ringgit investment in assets compared with 2021. Next, in 2021, the gross profit margin is 17.86% and in 2022 it is 17.93%. And the last one is the operating profit margin. In the statement, the operation is lost. So there are no operating profits in 2021. Meanwhile, in 2022, it's 0.50%.
Right? All of the information on our company's ratio has been presented.
Okay, thank you guys for your explanation. Moving on, let's discuss this meeting's next goal, which is to discuss the ways to improve Angka Enterprises' current situation through short-term financing alternatives. And before we talk about that, I have to clarify first that this company needs to raise 400,000 ringgit to support its capital requirements for 3 months. Can you suggest an alternative plan option for our company to follow?
Yes, we have four alternatives when it comes to short-term finance, which are two bank loans, commercial paper, and trade credit. The financial analyst will describe more about it.
First, we can apply for a loan from ABC Bank that pays an annual interest rate of 7.5% on a discounted basis. The bank requires a 12% compensating balance. However, Inca Enterprise needs to maintain a demand deposit of 40,000 in the bank. The effective interest rate we must pay with this choice is just 7.8%. There are benefits and drawbacks to a discounted loan. The benefit is that a discounted loan has a lower cost. The total cost of borrowing is decreased by discounted loans since they have lower interest rate than non-discounted loan. Next, higher later payments are one of the cons. The primary drawback is that after the discount term expires, the payments will rise. This could put a strain on our finance if we are not ready for it.
And what would be the other alternative for bank loans?
There is also another loan alternative which is with DEF Bank requiring a credit agreement between Enka Enterprise and the bank itself for 450,000. DEF Bank charges an interest rate of 80% on the used loan while a 5% commitment fee will be charged on the unused loan. It also requires the amount of 15,000 to be maintained in the company's checking account. Now, a credit agreement usually means that it provides flexibility in borrowing that will allow the company to access funds as needed, which is crucial for managing cash flow fluctuations and unexpected funds. However, the downside of choosing this alternative would be the obligation to maintain a checking account of 15,000 as it will be unavailable to be used for other fund purposes in the business, for example, purposes like investing.
The third alternative will be explained by Fatih.
So regarding option number 3, it offers reduced commercial papers with an annual interest rate of 10%. These commercial papers have a par value of Rm 14,000 each, and the dealer placement charge is Rm 3,000 for each paper. With this option, the effective interest rate we have to pay is 11.11%. The advantages of commercial paper is no collateral. Commercial paper is unsecured, meaning it doesn't require collateral, which can be benefit companies. Investor risk is among the drawbacks. Because commercial paper is unsecured, it can be a riskier investment compared to other short-term instruments. If the issuing company goes bankrupt, investors may lose their entire investment.
Oh, and what would be the last alternative?
So, the final option for short-term financing is trade credit, which includes a 5% cash discount if the company pays within 15 days. If the payment is not made within this initial 50-day period, the cash discount will not apply, and the full payment due in 50 days must be settled. The calculated effective interest rate of 54.14% suggests that with the cash discount and credit terms provided, the effective cost of trade credit is relatively low compared to other forms of short-term financing, which is advantageous for the company in terms of reducing borrowing costs. A disadvantage of this option is the company has to take advantage of the cash discount. The company must pay within the specified discount period. Otherwise, failure to do so will cause the effective cost of trade credit to increase, and the benefits may be diminished.
I see. I appreciate your thoughts, everyone. Well, Rihanna, could you tell me which of the four alternatives is the best?
Sure. After considering each of the four alternatives, we determined that option 1, a loan from bank ABC, is the best fit for our business. This is because out of the 4 alternatives, it provided the lowest effective interest rate.
I appreciate your suggestion. I'll be discussing this with the other executives to confirm our decision.
Let me just recap what we discussed today. So, Enka Enterprise is the top producer of custom perfumes and fragrances worldwide. Enka Enterprise performed worse based on the past ratio. To avoid these issues, we need to strengthen our financial position.
Thank you for your contribution during this meeting. I believe that concludes our meeting and everyone is free to head out. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Goodbye.